In today's video, I add a fabric flip and I do my fabric tabs. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, it's Julie and I have today's video. Today I have gone ahead and I did bind this. The Patreons, you're going to get to see that first. And we are going to go ahead and add our fabric flip and our fabric tabs. So I just need to find a place to put a fabric flip. Oh. I know we have a place. I know we do. We must, right? There we go. We're going to add it right here. This is the fabric that I have. It is Chelsea Manor by Bunny Hill Designs. And so let's go ahead and we're going to cut off a piece. So this is my fabric that I have that I can use for this journal. And you know what, since we did, oh, check this out. I might have the perfect, just a little bit too big, but if we go, so if I cut it right here, so this is, we used a little bit of this fabric to reinforce the inside of this journal. So I just want to cut it to be about the size of, just a little bit shorter than the size of the page. I'm going to go ahead, I think that's going to be good. Okay, and I will have a second video coming out today. I have the Blue Christmas digital, and it is going into the Etsy shop today. The VIPs, the October VIPs, they received theirs this week, and we had their party yesterday. And so now the beautiful Blue Christmas digital can go into the Etsy shop for the rest. Okay. And today is last call for elves. So I talked about elves to help me with the 12 days of Christmas in the video, yesterday's video. So I will put that at the end of this video. It'll link to yesterday's video in case you didn't see it. And it'll give you the instructions on what to do if you want to be, if you want to participate as an elf. So that will be my flip. So we'll do that. Now we have to add our 3 embellishments. And I am going to go ahead and now, oh gosh, so you guys, I used this as my binding string. It was really hard. It was really hard to use. So I used a bigger needle, and I had to go back and on each hole, when the needle was in the hole, I had to go with my little push pin and add a second, push it in so that it would be big enough for this needle to go through. Oh my gosh, it was just crazy. So I'm going to put a little bow down here. So just tying a bow. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch this through. See? it's just because it's... Okay. There we go. And then I'll tie this in a bow down here. Okay, so that gives, whoops. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of glue to it to hopefully keep it from coming undone. Okay, and then I'm going to add some glue going across up here. Okay, and I'm going to use the bling that I've been using. Okay, but I'm only going to do one line of it. And yes, it is it's on sticky, but I'm not sure that the sticky will stick for long term, so I've added the other glue, so hopefully that will help it stick for long term on the fabric. Okay. There we go. So we have our cute little fabric flip, and I am going to go ahead and add Santa and Mrs. Claus down here. Right on the edge, right on the side of. Okay, so adding that right here. And that gives me my 3 embellishments added to our fabric flip. If you're here for the premiere, I'm waving. Hi! And say hello to Midnight. Hi, Midnight. You say hi? You want to say hi? You say hi? That's Lucy talking. They're ready to eat. You want to go eat? She's looking at her bowl. I'm so glad you joined us today. If this is your first time at a Dear Julie Julie premiere, just know we do this every day in 2020. At 10:30 Pacific Standard Time, it gives us a chance to get together and check up on each other, check in, as well as get some inspiration and ideas. You can join us in our live chat by hitting that button right down there. Come on over and say hello so that we can welcome you. If you have a question for me, you can go ahead and put it in there. If you put it in capital letters, I'll have a better chance to see it. I'm usually here in the chat during the premiere. And if I'm not, someone else can probably answer your question. Okay, so we also have our Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Julie Facebook group. And that's another place that we're able to keep in touch. And you can also post your projects and things that you're doing. We'd love to see that. It gives ideas and inspiration to everybody because, you know, the way I do things might not be the way that everybody else does, right? Okay, so we're also on Instagram. The Etsy shop is Dear Julie Julie, and I have added Patreon to help be able to do these videos every day. So, yeah, and all of those are Dear Julie Julie, one word. Dear Julie Julie. Okay, so let's get back to our program. And it's actually hidden behind there, which I love. Okay, so next we need tabs. And so I'm going to use the same fabric. I'm going to go ahead and cut off about 1.5 to 2 inches. I'm using the pinking shears because we've used them on the other pieces. That will give us the cohesive look. Okay, and I am going to go with, it's like, do I want to go this way and make them short? But yeah, we'll do it this way. So just like this. And I'm going to cut, hopefully cut 4 of those so that I'll have 4. Okay, 1. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put 1 towards the front. Okay, I actually like it to be on the front page, but I don't want to cover him up. So I guess we'll start at the bottom. Okay, so our first one will be on the bottom. And if I go ahead and put this, so I'm going to add fabric glue right there. Put this first one on. Okay, then turn it over. And add the glue on the back side also. Okay, so there's my first one. And then I'm going to go to the second signature. And I'm going to add my second one. And it's going to end up covering up a little bit of this, but that's okay. Okay, so the second one. And you don't have to have them in order like this. They can go, you know, your tabs can go anywhere that you want them. If you have a specific kind of page in your journal that you want to have it be on, then you can do that. Okay, so there we go. And we'll turn it over. There's the big bubble. You gotta wait for the big bubble to get to the bottom of the thing, or you get no pressure. Okay. There's the other side. Tab number 2. Okay. So there's tab 1, tab 2. Now we'll go to the third. And we'll do it again. Add our glue to the front. You could staple these on if you wanted to. 3. And our 4th one is right here. Oh, we're going to end up covering bright. Well, you know what we can do is we can do this one a little different. We'll go ahead and put our 2 pieces together. All is not lost. Okay, so we'll make our tab. So there's our tab, and then we can add our tab on this side. Still a tab. Okay, and you see this side is the side that it didn't quite meet together, and I want it to go all the way up to the top. There we go. So that's my 4th tab. So I have, that one's sticking out too far. So let's go ahead and pull it up. You can either add, now if this was just been cut with regular scissors, I'd go ahead and cut that down, but I don't want to cut through any glue or anything with my good pinking shears. Don't want to do it. Okay, so there, that should give us a better, yeah, so they're lined up. We have that going on, and I noticed that this is sticking out, so I might want to come back and work on that later. Okay, so now we've got to add our elements to those, and so I think what we're going to do is we're going to make them all similar. And so let's go ahead and we'll make 4 bows out of our baker's twine here. So there's 1. And we'll have these ready. Oh, you know what? Let's sew them. Okay, so we're going to sew those. So let's go ahead. I can change my mind. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use the Rapunzel hair and make 4 of the little Rapunzel hair thingies. Let's put these away so I don't accidentally use them. So let's go ahead, we're going to need 4 pieces of the double-sided tape. Okay, so we have 4 pieces of double-sided tape. Okay, and so let's go ahead, we can go ahead and get these going. So I'm gonna do 4 fingers, 1, 2, go around it, 4 fingers, go around 3 fingers, around 4 fingers, cut it, and we're going to make the little messy string things that are one of my favorite things, because you know, this is my favorite things junk journal challenge. Okay, so okay, so yes, you can make all 4 of your tabs the same. So we're going to go ahead and make 1, and I'm going to make all 4 of mine the same. Okay, so I'm going to add this here. Okay, yeah, like that. Okay, I'm going to add that. Then I'm going to come back and find that big needle. go ahead and thread the big needle. So threading it, I just push my 2 fingers together and get as much of that in the eye of the needle as I can, and then pull it through. That's all I can do. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to come over and I'm going to sew this, and at the same time I'm going to sew, it's going to also help to sew that piece in. Okay. But we have that. Whoa. All that work, and then, okay, and then we'll come down and come back up. I want to come up on the other side of the messy string. Oh, well. Okay, so you can put this down first. Then put down the messy string. And I'm just going to tie this for right now. Okay? We'll tie it. And we'll tie it in a bow. So we'll tie it in a knot, and we'll tie it in a bow. And we'll double tie it just so it doesn't come undone. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing on all 4 of mine. You can do all your tabs different if you want. Okay, so there's 2 items added to it. Okay, and let's see. I think we'll go ahead and add a golden star right there. Or not star, but it'll look like a star sort of. But it's a poinsettia. From out of the doily. Okay, that ain't gonna work. Isn't gonna work. I'm gonna need 4 of these, so might as well start a new one, right? Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the same thing to all 4 of them. So, yeah, so adding a fabric flip and fabric tabs is one of my favorite things. And then, so since I've been doing this, I've been adding the bling. I have the line of bling over here that we can go ahead and use. So, you did get your fabric is a free item. So an item that doesn't count against, look at that. Doesn't that just make that? Just, okay. So I love this because that's going to help keep this on. You'll see this from the outside. It's kind of messy. But the other thing is, you guys, I just added a place to add a charm. Okay? So from the charm part of, which is either one of the next 2 videos, I've added a place that I'll be able to add a charm to the journal. So, you know, being a little sneaky, but hey, I shared it with you. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to do the same thing to all 4, and I'm going to come back and do something about that right there so that it doesn't show through like that so much. And so there is what I have so far, and we did the fabric flip here. I love it. It's simple. it's unexpected right there underneath that flap or flip up or whatever. But I think that that's going to be really, really fun. So what is your favorite? Do you like the fabric flip? Do you like the fabric tabs? And have you already done yours? Okay. So I am going to put the December daily playlist over here because we're going to be getting ready to work on December daily pages. I will put the yesterday's video up here. So if you wanted to be an elf or you want more information about being an elf, that is in that video. And then right down here will be a video that YouTube has chosen that they think you might want to watch. So thank you all for being here. Find something to celebrate every day. And if you haven't, don't forget to subscribe. Give that thumbs up. And go on and watch another video because YouTube really likes that. Thanks again. Have a great day. Bye. Bye-bye.